Hi guys, welcome to 30 and Learning. So this is the second series in my Conquer With Me challenge. Today I want to talk about the pull-ups. Pull-up is an excellent upper body exercise that works out almost every muscle group, and it requires nothing but your own body weight. If you're someone like me who has never really focused on upper body strength before, pull-up is probably something you won't get in your first attempt, perhaps even first few attempts. But do not fret, that's what we're here to do. We're gonna break it down into smaller, more attainable targets, and together we're gonna get to our first pull-up. So like I said before, pull-ups engage almost all of your muscles in the upper body, but more specifically, they engage the lats, which are in your back. Now, back is generally an ignored area in girls' workout. We normally focus on lower body, or if we do upper body, it's usually the biceps or the triceps because we want to get rid of those back wings. And even if you're someone who's been doing the lat pull downs or deadlifts, chances are you will struggle with your first pull up. Pulling our weight up is not a movement we typically do in our day-to-day lives. So there is really no muscle memory for it. So while you may be able to pull down your own body weight, you will struggle somewhat pulling your own body weight up. When you are pulling down, your core is stable, and that helps you along with the gravity to pull the weight down. It's exactly the opposite in a pull-up. Your core is not stable. In fact, it's one of the things you are lifting up against gravity. So then how do we approach a pull-up? Well, I have a pretty similar approach to a pull-up as I do for a handstand, is that if you cannot go all the way against gravity, just go as far as you can and keep building up until you are at your 100%. Also, if you are a total beginner like myself, it would be really helpful to make a chin-up your first target before getting to the pull-up. Chin-ups essentially have the same movement, but because of an underhand grip, they engage your biceps more than they do your lats, and in general, we tend to have stronger biceps than lats. Also, in a chin-up, the grip is more shoulder width, whereas in pull-ups, the grip is slightly wider than shoulder width. So let's take a quick look at some of the foundation movements that I have set aside for today. First is a body row. A squat rack is a great place to do this and the next moves. Depending on your fitness level, you have to play around with the bar height and resulting angle. The stronger you are, the deeper you'll be able to go, ultimately becoming horizontal, which is our next exercise. So the second one is also called an Australian pull-up. While these moves aren't exactly a pull-up, but just like a pull-up, they engage the lats and make you work against gravity. Make sure you use an overhand grip in both of these moves. Also make sure that your shoulders don't tense up and focus on making your shoulder blades touch at the top of the movement. For this last exercise, we are going to use an underhand grip. What we're doing now is called a negative chin-up. Negative movements are where you focus on slowly coming out of the maximum compression state of an exercise. For example, for a squat, you have maximum compression at the bottom. If you were to do a negative squat, you would quickly lower to the final position and slowly stand up. For a chin-up, it's the reverse. Either use a stool or simply jump up and get in the final position of the chin-up. Your shoulders should be away from your ears, chin should be over the bar, then start coming down as slowly as you can. Doing negatives really strengthens the muscles and gets them prepped for the positive, if you will. Pretty soon, you should be able to pull yourself up from standing without having to jump up. Do these exercises 2 to 3 times a week, and I'd say do them till failure. Keep doing these regularly until you can do proper chin-ups where you start from a hanging position and you can do 5 reps at a time. I'm not there yet, but like I said, we're in this together. So those are all the foundation exercises that I have for a pull-up. I hope you will give them a try. Also, I'm completing the next 4 weeks of my carb cycle today, so in the next video, I'd like to talk about that, my experiences, my results, my progress, and my plan for the future. So I hope you'll come back for that. Until then, bye-bye.